What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
Well, we missed out on the fire truck and all the kids riding around on it. This is going back to where they keep it parked. Just wanted to show you a quick glimpse of it, but we were a little late to catch it loaded full of kids. It's something they do, I guess, every Saturday, though.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out RV Daydream, and we're on day 3 of camping. We're gonna head out to a covered bridge that's not far up the street. It's at Lock 24. There's also a restaurant there, so we'll take you along and show you what that's about.
We could put some picnic tables underneath there.
This whole place.
Shortest covered bridge.
Alright, so we're at Ohio Historical Marker. This is timber covered bridges. This is the world's shortest covered bridge. You can see here it says timber covered bridges were vital links in the early road, railroad, and canal systems of Ohio and contributed greatly to the growth and development of the state. They were covered with roof and siding to protect the heavy timber trusses from the weather. Many of them have carried their loads and served their communities for well over a century. Fine craftsmen using broadaxe, adze, pit saw, and froe were able to construct these sturdy bridges by hand. Heidi's over here getting her shot. Got a dedication there, but yeah, this is part of the canal system. You can see what it used to be like. Very cool inside here. Not only does Ohio have a lot of covered bridges, but there's a lot of them in this area too. We could probably travel within 40-mile radius and cover 11 bridges possibly. It's amazing to see how this stuff used to be years ago. We're not too far from the canal, the same canal that's up by us at the campsite. You can see they got some kind of quarry work going on here. But it's very interesting. What do you think, Heidi? This is sturdy. I mean, you don't even want to move. Here's the information on this bridge specifically. Churchill Road Bridge. This covered bridge over Middle Run, Elk Run Township, Columbiana County, is the shortest covered bridge in the United States still standing on a once used public highway. Having a clear span of 19 feet and 3 inches, it is an example, rarely found, covered of the simplest, most basic truss design, the 2-panel king post truss. It has withstood the rigors of time and traffic since the 1870s and stands in eloquent testimony of the fine craftsmanship of the early Ohio bridge builders. I love the fact that we're in such an area that there's so much history. Now, we come through Lisbon to get here, and even Lisbon has some history, and that has to do with the Civil War. Morgan's raiders, that's where he surrendered. That's as far as they made it. They were trying to get into the north, and they made quite a run, but in Lisbon they got stopped. So they have a place in Lisbon there that you can go check out where Morgan surrendered, where they actually captured him.
This thing is not working.
So we just want to get toilet paper. That's the smallest table ever.
Keep going this way till we figure it out.
So this is the Lisbon Historical Society, but they're closed, which you'd think there'd be a lot of visitors this time of year, but this is like an old railroad station. It's really cool. You can see here. And that's the Old Town Pump, 1806. Like I said, everything's pretty cool down here. Lisbon's one of those towns that everybody just kind of drives through. I don't know if you can see inside there, but I'll try to get you a shot anyways. Very cool, very old. Yeah, this is a town that everybody drives through. I've driven through tons of times, and I've never really stopped. You can see the old Ace Hardware from 1896. By and by Ace. That's where they get those buggies there, and that's this old building over here too. Of course, you can see all around how old these buildings are. Like I said, really cool old town. So we're going to go try to find where Morgan and his men surrendered at. Oh, look at this. Bike trail. Why those people are the incumbents. Bike trail. Canoe launch. South Lincoln.
Bumps all over the place.
What's on this lady's arms?
Backpack.
Her arms.
For sure. She has a backpack on.
Hey, this thing wants to turn left.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left on Ohio 518.
Just a marker.
Okay, so we pull off here, and this is sign number 55 of 56, and this covers information on what happened in this area, and this is quite a few of these signs. It's 557-mile long John Hunt Morgan Heritage Trail in Ohio, and it's basically information stories about the Morgan's Indiana, Ohio raid. In this case, this one's a premature surrender site, and he surrendered to a person that was in charge of a makeshift militia that was after him. Basically, a little skirmish went on, and they had to direct him to an official that was actually part of the army that could take his surrender. So they went down the street, and that's what this is here. This is the final surrender spot of John Hunt Morgan. This is where the raid officially stopped, and he was done. So it's kind of interesting. May want to check that out. There'll be links down below.
Navigate off-road.
That's what I'm doing too.
Okay, as you can probably tell, that our drive is going to take you a back way, and we're going to take you to Beaver Creek State Park. It's a kind of a small state park, but worth driving through. And then, of course, they have a couple of different satellite parts of the state park system that's attached to Beaver Creek, so we'll check those out also. But reason I'm kind of letting you see this drive, and of course we'll speed it up here, give you a shorter version of it, is just to show you all the different terrain. Now, where we live, in the northern part of Columbiana County, just below Mahoning County, it's pretty smooth. I mean, there's some hills, and there's some areas that are, you know, a little bit chunky, I guess you can say. But Columbiana County, it is bounded on the east by Pennsylvania, and on the south by the Ohio River, and of course West Virginia on the other side of the river. It's about 534 square miles, and there's regions of branches of water that go through there, like Yellow Creek and Beaver River. A watershed passes through the western part of the county, and that drains into the northwestern section into the Mahoning River, while the southwestern corner is drained into the Tuscarawas-Muskegon system. And because of the glacial boundary that runs through Columbiana County, it goes from east to west and actually touches into Lisbon. The surface of the north part of the county is been flattened out, basically, for the most part, by the glaciers whenever they came down through there. The southern part, though, it's unglaciated plateau, so the topography is definitely hilly and more rugged. So we're going to go ahead and do a little drive here and get you to the other state park. You'll be able to take a look at it and see what that has to offer. Again, it's really small, but it's kind of cool. So let's check that out. So there is RV. Is there water hookup?
Electric.
Just electric? And there's the dump station over there. Paid campers only prohibited. Registration. Where's registration? This first office. Sun shower. There's the registration. Cool. There's pads here. So traffic goes in both directions. So just electric. Let's go see what this place is about. There's a whole slide. They won't even allow those anymore.
They burn you. They're hot.
Metal.
Yeah, I know. Just slide down them all the time.
Weird thing, what is that?
Very small camping.
Cool. Kind of primitive. This must be all primitive back here. Some of them are kind of small, like that one back there. I got a little movie thing there.
Camper hosts get like hooked up to he's sitting in front of like a, what you call it?
Is this a road too?
Yeah.
And we're stuck. That little vehicle can get off the road down here, though, I think. If it knows better. Good money.
Don't get off the road. Because that was not
I saw it. This is all permanent back here. site, so I guess that's all right.
Got nice primitive sites.
Yeah, they're a lot better than some of the stuff that we've
They're
stayed
big.
at.
Looks like this is it.
Yeah, it's all wooded. Should have went to Beaver Creek State Park. You know, no, I'm saying this is the camping. There's a park somewhere else. Well, that was Beaver Creek State Park, and that's the camping version. There's another place that you can go to hang out, and of course a lot of water activities. We're going to head back to our campsite at this point, and tomorrow we're going to give you an update as far as where we stand and things that we found out as far as camping and what we need to do to further ourselves towards full-time. Also, we're going to show you Lusk Lock, which is just down the street, not very far from the campsite, maybe 5 miles, and try to show you just a couple quick clips there. We didn't spend very much time there. It's pretty steep, and we just wanted to see what it was all about. But hope you join us for tomorrow, day 4, and we will try to pick up with some of the activities that we were trying to get done today, but we ran out of time. So thanks for watching.